if 5% of guys are only getting swiped right, how
Only
is
a
it
small amount of men are getting sex,
small
basically.
amount of men are getting sex, but women are the ones that's controlling the sex? Wouldn't you agree that women are the ones that created this hookup culture?
It's a
I feel
fact,
like
guys.
you can't say no because the question is put so well.
Well, it's put up in a
It's
way
because
where
it's true.
it's the facts. Yeah, like this is reality. Like
Okay,
that is a
sure.
fact of reality. Now, if guys were the gatekeepers of sex, I would say no. But women are the gatekeepers of sex. Like that's how it's always been. So when you really look at it like that, the second women started giving out sex easily, that was the second that hookup culture became a thing. Because if women, this is one of the big things I teach on the show. If every girl today
Mhm.
cut men off, every girl said no man's getting sex anymore, guess what would happen? What would men have to do? They would have to work harder, right?
Yeah.
They would have to become providers. They would have to become better men. They would have to stop fucking around or whatever it is, being fuckboys, whatever it is.
Mhm.
They would have to for them to be able to reproduce and have their lineage go on. They would have to. So it's all up to the women to close their legs. That's the reason why I do this whole show. If I could teach 1,000,000 women over the next decade to keep their legs closed, I actually in turn not only make the women better, I make the men better too. Fucking
Yeah.
double kill. People don't even understand how fucking good I am at this shit.
Double kill.
Yeah, but no, for real. Like, and people don't understand that this is all a fucking big thing that's going on. Everything that's going on with the sex and stuff like that, it's all a trend, and the trend can go back the other way. Like
Right.
we saw it with Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible. There's plenty of stories of this. Like everything that's happening right now, we could see that this was going to happen, and we can easily push the pendulum back. And that's what I'm doing with this show. A lot of people think that everything's going super hedonistic and we're never going to change. It's like, no, I can push this shit right back. It's the butterfly effect. If I sit here and preach this shit all day long, people are gonna like. I have tons of women that come back on this show and they've got relationships. On next, hey, shout out to y'all. Next Monday we're gonna have a relationship show, and it's girls coming back who got into relationships. And I just really think that like that's what's gonna fix everything. Did you hear my like big rant about like why I hate single people so much?
No, tell me.
I'll tell y'all why. So I think single people are ruining the world in the United States for us because if you're single, I know you're like this is gonna be crazy because if you're single, the powers that be make more money off of you. You're not gonna go buy. You're not gonna have generational wealth. You're not gonna go buy houses. You're not gonna go do the things that couples and families and marriages and nuclear families do. You're gonna do things that single people do, which is buying stuff to look prettier for men, spending money on vacations, spending money on all this stuff, all your disposable income on bullshit. Women are 80% of the consumer base of the credit cards and stuff. So when you look at stats and everything, they're making a shit ton of money off of women being single. That's why Vogue, that's why Cosmo sits there and gives you horrible relationship advice and all this stuff because you're gonna buy more of their shit in their magazines if they give you bad advice. This shit's been going on for 20, 30 years, even before the internet. Like feminism and all this stuff was really fucking up shit for years, especially birth control. If we look at birth control and what it does to a woman's libido and what it does to like how they're mentally are compared to whenever they're not on birth control, we look at antidepressants, SSRIs, what they do to a woman whenever she changes her libido. Like all that shit is all sent to fuck up the nuclear family and fuck up marriages and fuck up relationships and make it to where everybody is like confused, like trying to figure out what makes me happy and shit. No, it was really simple 50, 60 years ago. We're just made it complicated with all these drugs that we add into the equation. Like like it's crazy how much drugs rule the world today because medicine is your food. Like food is thy medicine, and most people don't understand that today. And like that's another reason why everything's all fucked up.